Dear Ukrainians, today we brought 209 of our people home. 205 military personnel who had been held in captivity, most of them since 2022, as well as 4 civilians captured by the Russians last year in the Sumy direction. This exchange is the first stage of the large-scale exchange we agreed on, in the 1,000 for 1,000 format. We are working to ensure there are further stages as well. It is always one of the best and most hopeful pieces of news when our people return home from captivity. I want to thank the mediators, the United States. We spoke with them ahead of May 9th about the political guarantees needed to ensure these agreements are implemented. I also want to particularly recognize all our warriors who, through their courageous actions on the front line, ensure the replenishment of Ukraine's exchange fund. Every Ukrainian unit that delivers this result is helping bring our people home from captivity. Today, there was also a detailed meeting with our intelligence agencies, the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, the Foreign Intelligence Service, the Security Service of Ukraine, and Ukraine's General Staff. Several important issues were discussed. Of course, we must respond to Russian strikes against our cities and villages in a just and tangible way. I approved certain response formats. Last night, the enemy already saw strikes hitting, in particular, their oil facilities and military sites. We are continuing these operations. Our intelligence services are also performing effectively. First, we clearly understand what is being discussed between Russia and the leadership of Belarus. The Russians have recently stepped up their activity. In talks with Alexander Lukashenko. They want to draw Belarus much deeper into the war and launch additional aggressive operations precisely from Belarusian territory, either against our Chernihiv-Kyiv direction in Ukraine or against one of the NATO countries bordering Belarus. Of course, we will continue defending Ukraine, defending our people, Ukrainians. I instructed Ukraine's defense and security forces to prepare a response plan, and we will review and approve it at the staff meeting. We will strengthen the Chernihiv-Kyiv direction. Our partners are also aware of what is happening and what Belarus is being pressured into. We also have Russian documents outlining targets for strikes in Kiev, strikes on Kyiv and other Ukrainian cities, political and military facilities where army leadership and government officials may be located, including here on Bankova Street. They have been nursing this plan for a long time and now, after Iran, have become active again, trying to locate us and track our movements. The same applies to other members of the Ukrainian leadership, intelligence agencies, and our special services. Some in Moscow have still failed to understand that Ukrainians will never surrender their independence. One way or another, whether on Bankova or without Bankova, we will not surrender our land, our sovereignty, or our state. And one more thing. This morning, I was at the site in Kyiv where the Russians destroyed a residential building, an ordinary apartment block, with their Kh-101 missile. They practically wiped out an entire section, 9 floors. Remnants of the missile were found in the basement. 24 people were killed, including 3 children. Ordinary people. They were simply at home, unfortunately. My deepest condolences to their families and loved ones. It is important that the world does not remain silent about such strikes, and it is important that support for Ukraine continues. This support is not about us taking what belongs to others. It is about helping Ukrainians defend what is ours, our freedom, our lives. We will certainly defend Ukraine. No matter what threats we face, Ukraine exists, and it will endure. Russia must end this war of theirs. We need peace. Glory to Ukraine!